Arco, what's good?
Hey, Pete. So is it just the one game, or are there second
Yeah,
or
it's just
third
one.
after
Yeah.
this? Just the one? Okay.
It all comes down to this.
Oh, baby.
All right, gentlemen, I will mute myself. I wish you guys the very best of luck. Do I have a car? Are you going to be my co-host, Arco? Is this the
I got asked.
is
I
this
got
the
asked
plan?
to.
So I have to mute them, and then we can talk.
Yes.
I think
All right,
we have to mute everyone, and they have to mute us.
Okay, so I will
I'm
wait
pretty
until.
sure.
Oh yeah.
I will wait until
Oh.
the game starts, I guess, then to do that.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
So we
Oh,
mute
so we just
Pete and
mute
Arco?
you manually, right?
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
mute
it's just-
Argo and Pete. Same thing that we did for GM.
Cool.
Just,
Okay.
We'll mute
Oh,
them. They'll
whoops.
mute us.
Not
Yep.
server mute.
Tanner,
Whoops.
I'm not co-casting with you this time. You happen to be in the match.
I've co-casted with both the casters.
That's
Actually.
Insider information.
Oh my gosh.
All right, cool.
The zombie path thing. Let's go find that too.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go into Zango
Okay.
here.
What do you
So is
mean?
everyone muted, Arco and Pete?
No, not yet.
No,
Hold on.
not yet.
All right,
I can't remember when we're ready to start.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
muting.
Okay.
I'll
They're
mute
muted.
without a
Yeah,
check
I'll do it
mark,
too.
guys. This
Good luck, guys.
feels
Good luck.
Discriminatory.
Appreciate
I
it.
mean,
Good
don't you have a check mark? You just don't.
No, I don't have a check mark, Zango, because SMG is never gonna give me my rewards.
Are you even a Grandmaster? What the?
No, he's just a.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I think I have
Alright,
everyone's
believe-
down.
I think I have everyone muted as well.
All right, we're going in. Arco,
Alrighty.
hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. What a pleasure it is to hear your voice again. It feels like it's been too long.
It has been a little bit, yes.
How have you been?
I've been doing all right. I know I've been in the stage of my tournament career where instead of playing in some of these finals, I've been invited to co-commentate. I think three pretty recent ones.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's been fun each time.
You're
Some-
champion emeritus now.
Some of the settings were more fun to watch than others, but at least here we get to see the board.
That's right. And what are we seeing today? We're seeing Prog 70?
I think so.
Okay. With unstable portals.
With unstable portals and a modifier that you can't hold the bonus, which even if that wasn't there, I'm pretty sure nobody would allow that at this point in the tournament, I would hope.
Well, if
remember
it's
one of my
fixed, you would
earlier
kind of have to.
rounds-
No bonus Prog,
It
okay.
fixed, yes, but in Prague. In one of my earlier rounds in this tournament, I got to hold Australia. It was. I think it was a more of a kindness gesture though, since I had lost the 2 games before that pretty badly.
How far did we get?
So the initial cut of 96, I made it through in 96th place. And then I lost the first 2 winner advanced rounds. so I immediately got out. Yeah, some bad luck, some mistakes.
I mean, you can't run hot the whole time.
Not the whole time. Not as hot as some of these guys have been running.
So let's tell let's tell everybody about the players. Who are gracing us with their skills tonight?
All right, I guess we'll go by turn order here. We got, I think that's Zango, right, in the first seat.
Zango Bango,
and who we're
playing as orange.
and who we're spectating. Zango likes to say he only wins meme tournaments. Those are his words. But despite that, he's won a decent amount of stuff. Stuff like FFA throwback, wrong mode right map, and then maybe towards what he's saying, stuff like Go Ham, the fun 30-second turn timer one, speed caps, 5-round rumble stuff.
It was only a matter of time with Zango.
Yeah, he's gotten he's gotten a lot of wins and top finishes. I think what's his saber rank? I think he's 22 at the moment. Granted, I think there's still a few tournaments still to update soon, but that is usually the case since there's lots of tournaments here. And then who do we got in seat number 2?
I'm guessing white is Rivers.
General Rivers. That avatar makes sense. I usually play against Rivers in team risk stuff like our 2v2 and 3v3 teams have like a fun unofficial rivalry there. But as far as the FFA side goes, he has a lot of top finishes as well. Currently, I believe number 12 on the Saber ranking. Won a couple PRT tournaments, Prague World Dom, Players Elim, Winners Arena, that type of stuff. Decent amount of wins and finals under his belt as well. And then repping repping the Yellow Dwarf, is that Trunk?
Yes.
He's
a fancy
usually
frame now.
Okay. He's been rocking the blue dwarf for a while, but I guess he's changed to yellow here. He's held rank 1 Saber briefly, currently I think in the top 10 still, if I remember right, at number 9 or 10. And he doesn't have that many wins. I think he just has 1 tournament win, but get this, Pete. He is, I
Yeah.
believe if I counted right, a whopping 20-time FFA finalist.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild how
which
consistent he
I
is.
think
Yeah,
I want to say is the most out of all of us.
that's
I'm not
awesome.
entirely sure on that, but I'm willing to guess that. But he has performed well on lots of stuff. And I've had the privilege of him being on my World Cup team in 2 out of the 3 tournaments, both this year and 2023.
Proud
And
Canadian.
moving,
That's two Canadians so far.
yes.
And red is
Let's
Grogu?
see. Grogu, aka Ananias Wellington. Hopefully I'm
Yes.
pronouncing that right. Saber rank 26, if I remember right. And he's probably the one I've played against the least personally, but the few times I have played against them, they've done very well. I believe he's won the horror tournament back in 2024 and a few other finalist appearances. So not as many deep runs as the others, but still very impressive nonetheless. Let's see. 5th is Sea Monster, if I'm looking at it right.
And Sea Monster has been a monster in the last, say,
Yeah.
year or so. They're just absolutely
He's-
crushing it.
I keep saying he's a relatively new player, but even in the last little bit, he's gotten lots of wins and top finishes. He's the current GM champion of the season 13, most notably. Very close to winning the Free for All World Championship as well. Was a few seconds away there. And most recently, yesterday, he won the 5-round Rumble Season 2 final. I got the privilege of losing to him there.
Nice.
And
You
so
just have to
we'll
be in the
see if
last
he
seat
can.
more.
He can. Well, actually, his only 2 wins to win the thing were from the first and second seat,
So you got a
and
ton
he
of
passed.
points.
And he passed the point threshold with
Yeah.
those 2
Got
wins.
a ton of points. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we had an anonymous mode or a makeshift anonymous mode there for 9 games as a, I guess, slight improvement compared to the first final, and it was pretty interesting. Hopefully that type of mode will be eventually added into the game, but either way.
Yeah,
And
that would be
last
lovely.
but not least, we have Tanner, who I guess on paper would be the underdog here.
Okay.
Saber rank number 54. I don't believe he's won a free for all tournament, but he's gotten to the finals in a decent amount of stuff. Vent Labs, FFA, France Assassins, Go Ham, and one of the Fixed World Dom ones, if I remember right. Go ham. It was a nice 30-second 30-second turn timer 1v1 battle against Zango that he ended up falling just short. And Fran and Fran Sampson's, he had a trade on 3 to block my kill attempts on my target. Those are fun times. And he is the self-proclaimed host of the greatest tournaments in the Risk tournament scene, the official tournament.
Is that just like a clever name, or?
Because his original name is the official Tanner, so
Yes,
it
it's the
became
official tournament, of
and he included lots of fun true random stuff. And shout out to all my fellow true random lovers. At least
Oh,
part of
yeah.
that was him also hosting some of the chaos true
Are you-
random
Are you
tournaments,
proud of me,
which we
Arco? I
also
managed to
participated in.
shoehorn a one true random show a week into my channel. I've gotten people able to watch at least once a week true random dice.
Yes, that is great.
You got to be proud of me. I try, man. I try to show some of the variety in the game.
Absolutely. And we are on the 3rd turn now, I think.
Yeah.
And as predicted, not much has happened for the first little bit of Prague 70.
Well, how do you suppose this game is going to play out?
Well, these guys are at VC, so they might be able to do a slightly better job at blocking the board compared to if they wouldn't be in VC. But they could also potentially manipulate one another to blocking somebody else and or giving them themselves better lines in the meantime. So I don't imagine much happens in the second trades. It might be a bit. The trades and troops might be a bit small to not be able to run the 70 right after, but third trades usually is when the game could potentially end if somebody has good enough kill lines on at least one person and or gets good enough dice to be able to chain the 70 right after. Because normally, especially on this map, if you get a kill on the second or third round of trades and don't go for the 70, that usually means the board is open enough for one of your opponents to run right after, especially if they have a lucky set on 3 or something, right? So they're going to have to make their decisions carefully.
So, what is the current circumstance about regarding the early runs or game feeds or whatnot? Is it just an open final? Whatever happens, happens.
That varies between tournament to tournament, so I'm not sure if there's a reset rule here. If somebody does go for it and fails. If there is, we've seen. I think the most common one is if somebody gets past 50% but doesn't get the 70% at resets. That's usually the most common threshold, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the case here. Or if it's just an anything goes, like it has been for a lot of the older tournaments.
Well, I still have yet to see a argument for why the reset isn't terrible, but perhaps I'm biased still. It
True, and a
just
lot
seems
of
to end up
the
feeding
times-
differently. Trying to fix it doesn't seem to improve it. It just moves around when and where the bullshit occurs.
You can't have risk without feeds. That's it's almost a part of the
You can't
game
have risk
itself in a
without
weird-
luck. It is a
in
part
a
of the
weird
game.
way.
Yes, I don't think it's all that weird. I think accepting it, embracing it, and rather than trying to eliminate, like it's luck. It's a lucky game. Okay. What happens when you're trying to get rid of it? You end up with boring nothing happening. We don't want that either, right?
Yeah, that's been a lot of my approach to FFA lately.
Are you being more bold?
Just been enjoying stuff that I enjoy more on the FFA side, because there's still lots of non-FFA stuff that I enjoy for like 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, that kind of stuff. But free for all. Like lately, I've just been signing up to like there's so many tournaments these days. There's like plenty of options now, which
Mhm.
is kind of nice. So I've been just signing up to like, Secret Assassin, Secret Mission, 5 on Rumble stuff. a lot of the modes that get absolutely dumped on from a competitive standard. but they,
Yeah,
but
because
they
you know how to
are
have fun.
they're insane. They're insanely fun.
Yeah. This is everyone should take a lesson or two from Arco. I empathize though. I was really struggling because I was taking these tournaments too seriously. So it turns out that I'm
Mhm.
also one of those all or nothing type people, right? I need to either be in it or out. I can't be partially in it.
Yeah, yes. Depending on what happens to you, it can drain you in the long run. Especially depending on how you take those unlucky moments that, whether you like it or not, will eventually happen at some
Right.
point.
Right. Yeah, there's just too many competing priorities. If I can't, what it ended up being for me, I think, is if I can't establish data that tells me something meaningful, then there's almost no point for me to do it. And that's where I
Okay.
felt like I was at. Right, I just wasn't getting. It didn't feel the games didn't feel real anymore. Like you remember that game we played where I like had to go for your kill or something, and I had to get lucky, and it worked. It was like on one of those.
Oh
It was like the
gosh.
Midwest map or something. Do you remember this game? It was probably the last time you and I played in a tournament.
Oh, the
And I got like dumb lucky to make your kill. I didn't feel good about that.
I
Right?
I forget which US map it was, but was
Yeah.
that the one where a leader pulled
Yes. He like
pulled one of
smoked.
his
He
moves
smoked
on me?
like a third of your position in the first or second turn. I can.
Set on
Why?
set on three in the last seat to
Yeah.
get rid of 2 of my positions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Frog says he
I
remembers.
managed.
Frog remembers.
Oh yeah, I think Frog eventually won that one.
Yeah.
Or was that you? Did you win that one, or did Frog win? I think you two were top 2.
That's right. We were top 2. I forget, but I just. Oh my God. It was
It's a
like
while
it as
ago.
the competitive side. It was like, well, I have to kill Arco, and then the like human side was like, I don't want to do that.
I know you had to. I think you had like 100% rolls on everything, but one that you had to get some type of slow roll nonsense on me, and you got it.
And I got it. That's right.
The good old dice.
Yeah.
We got reminded that this is indeed a dice
A
rolling
dice
game
game.
at heart.
That's right.
No matter how we try and modify it with balanced blitz or whatever else we try to think of.
So I was asked this question today, and I'll pose it to you because I feel like maybe you've been asked it in recent year or maybe in the recent couple months.
Okay.
Are you still as passionate about Risk as you were when you came around?
Am I still as passionate? I think overall, I think I am, but from like a competitive drive to like rise up the ranks in Saber and whatnot, that's definitely gone down, at least on the FFA side.
Well, you were never the
Maybe
most
about the
competitive
same.
guy anyways, right? I think you always had your head on pretty screwed on right about that, right? You were always like having fun first.
To an extent, yes, but I definitely in recent times uh, have taken the games a lot less seriously. They're especially in uh, a sort of recent one where I found myself just I took it was a zombie game on Reverse World, and I had taken the middle +7 bonus eventually. I forget how long into the game it was, but I eventually took it, and I was guarding everything with 69 stacks when I probably could have won the game. I think we had reached the stalemate point at that, where at some point there was some sort of stalemate win con active. And I remember just thinking during that, I'm like, what am I even doing? I'm just guarding this +7 for no reason. Slowly, I'm out generating my opponents, but because my troops were split out, they didn't really matter too much. But yeah, I don't know. It's both yes and no, I guess, is the answer to that, depending on how you view it.
Yeah, well, we
I
always
still have
evolve.
ways to find. I still have ways to have fun.
Without a doubt. I just figure the day people stop having fun is kind of the day we stop seeing them around. That's kind of how I answered. It's like, you guys can sort
Yeah.
of trust that I wouldn't be doing something here I'm not enjoying. So something about Risk keeps me coming back. You know, if it's the community, if it's the competitive side, if it's I think the most interesting thing with Risk is that it's the people. And like
Oh yeah.
picking your brain now and just like reading into what everyone's thinking on the board right now. Find that to
Even
be
in
infinite.
Bart had made a comment during the Five and Rumble finals yesterday when we were all in our pseudo anonymous mode. How he had typed something along the lines of, "It's interesting how you can sort of pick out who is who on each game basis depending on the play style." And that just shows how often a lot of us have played against each other at this point
Yes.
over the
Yes.
years.
Oh yeah, I've seen you read my mind a bunch. Maybe I'm too obvious though.
I've definitely gotten pretty obvious with my intentions, mainly when there's no anti-bonus modifier.
Yeah, you just take a bonus. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh man, yeah. There was a brief stretch where I think like all but one or two of my games had some kind of modifier like that, and by the end of the week, I just want to take a bonus. I don't care if it wins me the game or not. It's just nice to do after a while of
What,
not being
you
allowed to
should
do
be the
so.
one who gets extra troops? Get out of here. I want extra troops.
and that's my argument, Pete. Like, I am annoyed at a lot of these modifiers. I am perfectly fine with one or more people trying to break the crap out of me for the bonus instead of just being said, okay, you're not allowed to, you have to bot out now.
Yeah.
One example I use where I took the on the Deutschland map, the 2 territory plus 4 in the middle.
Of course you did.
I took that turn 1.
Yeah.
Chad, he obviously wasn't a fan. He 6v3s me to break it, gets a good roll, only lost I think 1 troop, and it didn't ruin my game, it didn't ruin his, and I think he even ended up winning. All was good in the world.
Dice. Heroic Chad dice.
So again, that's an example where there wasn't a modifier, but the game wasn't completely ruined over it.
Yeah, just letting people do their thing.
Like, we want to see noob slams for Australia here.
Do we though? At the
That's
final table of a
from a pure entertainment perspective. It'd be great to see that.
we the viewers want to see. We want to see Trunks slam out Sago's 6 troops to get a +2 in the late game.
But thanks to the modifier, that's not even a possibility that can cross these players' minds.
Chad says he broke your bonus. He thought less than 5 seconds about it. It was an immediate break. Yeah,
I think he even told me he was going to do it before I took it. I was at that point where I'm like, yeah, I'll still take it.
All right.
So roll the 6v3, and he did.
Oh yeah, you want to see that? What is it? 7% chance for it to lose?
9%.
9%. Okay. Wow, it's a big roll.
And I've won and lost team risk games on those type of low odds.
Yeah.
So I was more than down to try. But while we didn't see any type of Australia take, we did see, was it Seamaster removing Grogu's 3 in South America there.
Yes.
To kind of steal that position for himself. Now, it is only a 3. That's still, at least in my opinion, pretty safe to roll and balance blitz by my dice standards. But that might still annoy Grogu at the very least.
I mean, you don't want to be losing positions.
No, I haven't been I haven't been paying too much attention on potential lines, but I don't know if that would make it easier for white or yellow to get him here.
It looks like we're going to be going to trade soon.
Is this the first or second round of trades? I'm already not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, the sets are coming in. It's the second, right?
I want to say, I was like, surely the early game isn't that slow where it's only the first, only the first set of trades here. I want to say it's the second coming up.
I'm also not seeing everyone on portals like I would have expected.
Well, the one in Australia at least
Doesn't quite go
Orange-
anywhere. Sure.
Orange does act first, so they could block that portal up if they wanted to on their turn. All
Well, this is
20 trade.
where
Okay, yeah.
this is
We
where the
are
game
pretty
gets
late in the
interesting.
game.
So
Yeah, we are later into the game than I thought. All right. Yeah,
and someone kills someone else.
yeah, this trade sequence and the next trade sequence is going to determine whether or not the game ends on those said sequences, or we might be going into a potential stalemate situation, which might seem a bit absurd for Prague 70, but it can happen,
Oh yeah.
especially with finals nerves kicking in. Even though a lot of these players have been used to this type of position, and it's not always on this big of scale, as this tournament's one of the ones with like more signups, more people watching, so that could play a part. I know that did a little bit play a part back in the season 1 final.
Were you placed second that year?
Yeah, I did get second, and that interaction with the that double trade in, like, you know how, at least at the time, I think it's fixed now, but it kept trying to trade in the wild, and I kept trying to not trade the wild, and I cost myself a few seconds.
Ugh.
So I ended up not completing the chain sequence because of it. And because of that, it then came down to whether or not Noob No More had us trade on 3 or not, and he did.
Indeed, he did. Yeah.
But hey, that was my error in the end, in the long run.
Mm-hmm. And by error, you mean trying to overcome a design flaw.
True, but that was me trying to be too optimal in the moment for the sake of time. Because had I just insta double traded, just burn the wild anyway, I would have been able
you would
to.
have had the
I would have
like
had
last
enough
couple
time to
seconds,
take
eh?
the sequence. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The
Mhm.
margins really are that tight.
Yes, in that game they were, at least. And I went from I guess, at least since it's balance splits dice, I went from a guaranteed kill sequence down to the 60-40 or 40-60 from whatever perspective, and I ended up losing the coin flip there that day. But I've had my fair share of coin flips go my way over the years.
Oh yeah, that was like, I think that was one of your earlier finishes too, right?
Yeah, that was I think my first major.
This was before
Finals
everyone
finish.
realized how great you were, but I always knew. You see.
That was around the start of that decent streak I had to shoot
Oh,
up
yeah.
the ranks.
I always knew it, Arco. You still posting on YouTube?
Yeah, I still have a decent amount of backlog of tournament games.
But you don't really do it like for the sake of creating content. It's just you happen to record your games, so you might as well
Yeah,
share them.
that's
Is that kind of the rationale?
yeah, it's definitely not the primary focus. I'm still rocking the auto generated thumbnails and everything.
At this rate, you probably have a ton of backlog tournament games.
Yeah, there is like I mentioned recently, I've been signing up to less stuff on the FFA side, but before that, earlier in the year, I was just swamped. I was like many months behind, even with daily uploads. There's just that many tournaments going on, and I believe there sort of still is that same pace if I were to still sign up for everything.
Yeah. So, what was sort of the straw that made you stop signing up for for literally everything?
Well, I've just prioritized the stuff I found more fun, which, at least for me, generally speaking, it's 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 type stuff, or just generally non-FFA at this point.
Yeah.
And then for the FFA side, it's just the the more fun game modes from a very general sense. Varies on opinion though. Okay.
No, I understand how popular Team Risk is.
Hmm.
It took me a while to get into it, but I think after playing with Parlox, for the 7th time, I started to see the pattern underlying the decisions he was making. And then I was actually able to give him, real time, somewhat useful thoughts, as opposed to just tell me
Yeah.
what to do and I'll execute, which was fine at the beginning, right? But I like to understand why.
Hmm. Yeah, and the meta for that has developed over the years as well, which it's these days it's a lot more aggressive stack hitting for the under 100% stuff,
Of
which
course.
is a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, because you have a teammate to back you up if you get, slightly bad dice, right?
All
It
right.
should even out over time.
We
Should.
had the trade on 3 from
We
Zango,
do,
decided
yeah.
not to go for anything. Now we have the trade on 3 for Rivers.
Okay, are we going to see some action? I hope so.
It looks like he's stacking defensively.
Well,
Just trying to block up the board. Got a couple 40 stacks, not too shabby.
it's a lot of troops.
All right, let's see the trade on 3 go all the way around. Come on, Trunk. Show the dancing robot. No. Doesn't look like he has one. Or he's thinking he probably doesn't need to use it right now, which,
Be a fairly
based
risky
on
proposition.
I mean, unless white or orange lined him up preemptively, it is fairly safe if he to not trade. Because the people on 3 wouldn't set in and take him out. That wouldn't trade them in turn. I'm not sure if anyone has enough blasting power to get the 70 brute force. Very quick moves by Sea Monster and Tanner to give opponents less time to think.
Like Zango's counting.
We aren't hearing them in VC, but he could easily be doing his classic Zango convincing techniques of one of the other players easily has the win and we must do something.
We must do something about this.
We
Surely you can't
gotta
let
stop
them win the game. What? Oh,
uh,
yes, I've heard that spiel before.
even if it's against me, I do enjoy hearing it.
Yeah, because you can smell the bullshit, and you're just like, all right.
uh, I mean, to his credit, there is a decent amount of times where he is legitimately correct, but the way
Makes it compelling.
the way he says it though is is, is always it always makes you second guess him. At least at this rate, now that oh, we got
Hey, we lost a 5 stack of Tanner.
lost a 5. Does that potentially feed Tanner to somebody?
Uh-oh.
Pink is lined up on Tanner decently well. Does have to go through an orange 14 though in South America. But we're on the round of trades where it might be possible still, especially with some good old balance blitz BS.
You're saying Sea Monster into
I got
Tanner?
a 60 trade here for
Yeah.
Trunk. So if red trades, it'd be the 70 trade. NA is a bit tough to get to though. And I guess he's now being guarded a bit more in Siam.
Ooh, the split
So
up in
that's
Asia.
yeah, they're really guarding. Trunk's doing best efforts to keep the game from not ending. Or I should say for one of his opponents to not easily win, not like not a stalling type thing.
Well, I mean, it'll end one way or another.
It will end.
Yes.
Which, if the game doesn't end this sequence, I'm not entirely sure if there is an actual stalemate condition here or not.
Yeah.
Because we have seen some of those in past tournaments from God, a pool of like I want to say at least 10 or more of like different stalemate conditions depending on the mode and whatnot. I remember in the GM final it was reduced percent to win every 2 or 3 turns, I think it was, but that was fixed 70. This is Prague 70, so I don't know if something else might be used instead.
Well, so do we think that Sea Monster has Tanner?
I think everyone's done a good enough job to block. So I'm not sure if it's possible anymore. Like if he wasn't guarded with an extra 25 troops in Siam, oh, it doesn't set.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's removing a Tanner stack, which that just so that he doesn't die to him. At least that's the thinking. I'm not sure if that does much because that 23 could just split off the 14 and head north.
That's right. Yeah. Maybe it was just out of cards, right? There aren't any open territories to hit, really.
Oh, true. That might have been his cheapest card.
Yeah.
Now that I'm actually looking at the board here.
Yeah, it's like what would you? Oh no, what would you have done?
I mean, either method of thinking could work. Okay, with the way Tanner's adding, he might be going for it. 21 on 16, 27 14, 12. Adds a lot in the center.
No.
Okay, decides not to in the end.
Man, what do you do if you're Zango?
Does he have a card? I think his cheap. Wait a minute. I think
On
his
a
cheapest
6?
card is now on the 6.
On the 6, yeah. What he doesn't want to feel, or the 5 in Iceland.
I mean, that could, yeah. I mean, either. I mean, if he hits the 6, I'm not sure if that feeds Sea Monster to anybody. I don't see anybody really lined up on him well. Maybe Rivers? If he gets God Dice through Irkutsk, Siberia, Ural.
Takes the 5.
That would be it. Yeah, it doesn't hit the 6. Yeah, because if he did hit the 6, Irkutsk, Siberia, Ural with the 39, it would be at the top if he added all there. 42 split, Congo, Middle East, 19 on 12 in South America.
Yeah, feed it. Feed the 5-card kill. You don't
Yeah,
want
not
that.
not guaranteed feed, but that'd be
Oh, yeah.
39 versus
Risky.
16, 32, 44 total troops, which seems like not enough, but if he gets good dice on at least one of those hits, that's statistically decent.
All right, so Sea Monster's going to set.
Yeah, Trunk's giving cards
Can
to
he
everybody.
kill anyone ahead of him in the turn order?
Let's
Can
see
he get
here.
white? No. Orange? Not really. You get yellow.
Position-wise, he's lined up on red decently. Now, troop-wise, though, it'd be a bit tough.
Oh, what's the set? You sure?
It's 75. He'd have to double tap, well, 16v7, then double tap the 30. And then the Africa stack connects, and then the Middle East stuff pretty much has to do everything. And I don't know if that's enough to. I guess the 12 and 16 could help triple tap here if he puts most of it on Middle East. Oh, now it's a triple tap opportunity.
All right, well, 75 coming in.
We'll see if he goes for that or not. He might be easier. It's tough to get Trunk in NA.
Yeah.
I think it'd be. Yeah, even the red kill, though, is very, very dice dependent at this point. And it's dice dependent enough to where, like, if he gets average, even if average dice barely gets him there, I don't think the 80 trade would be enough to run the 70, since the board is still quite littered with like double-digit stacks all over the place.
Yeah, it's very congested. Less and less space to even get cards. So I think we're going to see the button go around again now. And then what happens?
Well, this might be another turn where if at least one person is unlucky enough to go to 5,
Yeah, they just get eliminated.
That might be the first domino. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully it happens sooner rather than later.
I mean, yeah, as mentioned earlier, since the finals, they are doing a really good job at preventing
as they
an
should.
easy win.
As they should. Come to the surprise of nobody that these guys are all excellent.
Yeah, so the card trades are in what, 80, 85 now?
Yeah, nearly 100 troops.
So a kill would be about even, and if they get, decent enough dice. So a kill into the 70 could potentially be on the table if the dice go really positive. Okay, double attack here for pink.
Blocks in the middle? Nah, splits.
A
Okay.
little bit of a troop transfer. That might be trying to line up red or yellow easier, depending on what he's got his sights for. Okay, Zengo trades the 80. Does the 24 on 17. Can't get into Africa for that. Okay, looking like more
More
blocking coming in. And if we somehow end up in the scenario where a kill is taken and the game doesn't end, and they do end up taking a bonus along the way, I think the modifier goes away after one person gets eliminated. That's usually how it's gone in the past.
Oh, sweet. You can just start
I'm-
holding bonuses again.
I'm
Not that they
just-
matter.
I'm just gonna assume that's the same, but yeah, it's not for the value. It's just if it somehow gets around again and the players somehow do a good enough job to block, and it gets back to that player's turn and they have a chance to go for it, but they somehow own a bonus, they're not insta disqualified like if they would if everybody was alive.
Right.
It's definitely less applicable to this map for sure, but that is the general reasoning behind that.
Yes, the ancient map.
Oh, quick turn from Trunk, going to 5. Dives into Eastern Australia, hanging
And yeah,
on for dear life.
letting black into the space in the hopes that maybe he'll block.
And if Tanner doesn't have a set either and that Siam remains weak, there is no portals in Australia, so that might save him, depending on who also does or does not have a trade. That is one thing he's got going for him.
Well, is Grogu going to go to 5? No, he's not.
No, trades the 90.
Yeah.
He does have one of the best accesses to Australia right now with that giant stack in China. That even larger stack now,
Oh, yeah.
helping block than good old 89. But if someone does go for Trunks kill, they would be hitting the India 25 anyways.
Yeah. It's the way in.
It's to the way in. Sea Monster goes to 5 as well. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ends their turn quick. Okay, Tanner's thinking about what to do. Doesn't trade either.
Okay.
All
A
right.
lot of cards right now are available.
Lot
if a kill can be
cards on the
made.
table. We'll see if Zango decides to block in Indonesia at all. It might not matter since Trunk acts first before the other two players on 5. Not sure if any more blocking can be done here.
Yeah, the stacks are just going to get too large.
Yeah, so yeah, Trunk has tough access to South America, whether he wants to go for pink or black.
Does he need South America?
If he wants to get one of their bounties, he needs to go through at least a 30 or 32 if he wants to take either pink or black out of there.
Hmm.
Okay, looking at the timer, probably not gonna happen. So now we'll see if Tanner tries to. Sorry, if Sea Monster tries to go for Tanner here.
Is it possible? Roll through the 24 on the bottom.
He's gotta go through a 60 to get to the Siam position. And I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, that's the challenge. Well, I wonder.
Yeah,
Would
the
that even
unstable
allow
portal,
for a run after at this point?
Yeah, that's the second problem with everybody's troop count being this high.
Hmm.
Yeah, going through an extra 60, so it'd be, and that's at minimum. He's got to go through another 24 at best for SA, another 20. I don't know, if he goes through the portal, he could go through the 16, 1, 10, 19. But even that's still a lot.
It looks like we're locking up.
Okay, 105 sets. People are emoting and calling victory. What do they see that we don't?
The Zango? No.
$85. Good luck. What are we? Oh, he has white lined up actually. Now
Are we
that I
gonna see it?
that.
It's not moving.
He doesn't need many attacks. He's just thinking about whether or not he has the 70 after.
Doesn't take it.
Yeah, 14 on 10, 36 on 31, 34 on 30, 73 on 69, 85 v1, 78. With balanced blitz dice, that more than likely all succeeds. It's just, is 110 troops enough to plow through all the remaining 50 plus stacks for the 70? Probably not.
Mm-hmm. So there isn't an action that a player can take that doesn't feed the game at this point.
Maybe the unstable portal RNG, depending on where they show up, might make a kill a lot easier for somebody, or even possible for somebody. Like, for example, now there's finally a portal in Australia. I'm not sure if that'll end up mattering or not. Do we actually know if there's a stalemate condition that triggers at some point in this?
I don't know. Is there someone on staff in my chat here could probably fill us in? What are the stalemate rules for these for this final?
Yeah, because there's been so many different ones used over all these tournaments, and wouldn't have an ideal guess on which one it would be, if any. What's that ping?
Chad says it's 65% until
Eva.
turn 24 and then 60% after 27.
Here we are. Okay. Stalemate rules. Game is considered stalemate if it's going on for more than 20 rounds. I think we're at around that point. Meets the criteria. Start of turn 21. Alternative win condition. What are alternative win conditions? 70% Dom becomes 60%. Okay, 60%, I guess, is the one here if I'm looking at this graphic correctly. Yeah, so 60% Dom, which is instead of 30, that would be what? High 20s, somewhere around there. That game, okay, we're on round 18, so it goes live
Soon.
by the time people are on what, 3 or 4 cards in the next sequence here, that'll be the case. And it does mention in their Pete that if go at the start of turn 21, if somebody already owns 60% of the board,
They will have won.
then it counts. So Tanner will technically get first acted at the very end of turn 20 if
Yeah.
he decides to go for it at that point. Which, if he has the set on 3 and or how he's feeling about his dice in this current moment, you never know. I'd imagine he'd avoid the 100 stacks. Anything above 50 or like 50 or higher, he'd probably avoid. But there's a decent amount of not high stacks. 120 sets. He's okay. Trunk went to 5. So we might not see anything for this sequence of trades, but do you think the next sequence of trades of a kill into the 60% is possible?
Who's killing who, though? Because the problem that we face just seems to exacerbate by more troops.
Yeah, that might depend on the portal RNG and or who goes to 5 here, because right now Trunk is a bit more exposed to dying since there's the portal in Indonesia there on his 31. But I'm not sure if the 70's possible. I don't know if the 60's possible. Need to. Now, does it reduce further, or will it always stay at 60? From what we got pinged here, I think it's going to stay at 60.
Okay.
Hopefully, hopefully we'll be updated on that. But either way, regardless of how that continues or not, I think it's this turn is round 19, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Trunk and Tanner will be able to set and live. And then next round, will be the pivotal turn if
Yeah, maybe someone has a set on
Tanner
3.
if Tanner has the set on 3, or if somebody goes for it with set on 4 on turn 21. The Australia guard. Oh, he needed 2 more in Indonesia.
Bad. So close.
Yeah, just got updated as written. It stays at 60, but I imagine staff can discuss if it truly stalemates even after 60. So we will be operating on 60%. Unless we go on for even longer. Then it might change, and then it might reduce even further. So just another turn or so for the next phase of potential action. Do you see anybody as a favorite here with their position at all?
Late in the turn order is probably best.
Yeah, they
And
have
I don't see
been-
much of an advantage to being first or second seat. They're behind on troops a lot, and they really need to set on 3 in that crucial moment.
Yeah, being lower in the turn order does benefit you the longer it
Oh,
goes.
Zango has a set.
Zango pulling out the good old trade on 3.
Okay.
Now I think this is still turn 20, so I don't think the 60% condition is live just yet. But this does make it a bit harder for their opponents to try anything in the next turn or two, since there's now more troops on the board. Okay, no such card luck for Rivers. Hey, Yellow Dwarf. Trunk gets the trade on 3
He does.
and guards the crap out of Australia. Which may seem a bit pointless, but that pocket of 4 territories could end up being crucial in even trying to get the 60% at this point. He is indeed making a couple 69 stacks, which is nice to see.
Yeah, he's got a lot of troops here too.
Yeah, everybody's troop count's gonna
Wow.
gonna soar into the 500s now on the next set.
So we said this is round 20, so if Tanner happens to have a set on 3, you can make an attempt.
Yeah, it would have to be a dry run since no bounty sets him in turn. Unless he somehow lines up a double kill,
Yeah.
which would be really
Very,
impressive
very
to pull
hard.
off.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any immediate, hey, here's a double kill lines for him at the moment, but you never know. We're at the point, we're at the troop count stack sizes here where balance blitz can do some wonky stuff. So things might be possible that we aren't fully seeing right away.
Well, I think yes, he has. Okay,
He
Do we
has
see
it. He has
Do
the
we see it?
set. Do we see it? That 36 would hit the 28 and 1, and the 62 would head south at least one territory. The 118's going into Australia.
Looks
with
like.
3 territories.
Okay, here we
Okay.
go.
Is he gonna try something? People are probably yelling at him to go through somebody else and not him.
Why
34 v 39.
are you manualing? What?
Tries a manual. Then doesn't go for it. Okay. So now the 60% is live for everybody.
All right, so it is 26 to win. Who has 26 territories?
That sounds about right. We will know with the percent counter at the top if it reaches 60. Zango quickly takes the card and passes. Do see sets on 4 come in. Even if they aren't attempting, it is for survival, since this is definitely not a time to go to 5. Now, if nothing happens this turn, the portal RNG I mentioned could come into play here. We do see a portal on Zango's 41. So that could be an easy 3 territories for somebody's attempt here
That's right.
once the portal's open. And I don't think Zango and Trunk have enough time to maneuver and block all that in one turn, given the turn order. Because if Zango moves off to let Trunk guard there instead, that would give Rivers a really easy 3 territories. And that would give Tanner an easy 3 territories as well, even if they do successfully pull that block switch off. Okay, is this an attempt or just giving people cards? Oh, we're blocking up the board even more.
That's right. More blocks.
we
Make it
we are
real hard for people to
blocking-
get cards.
We are blocking up the board. He's saying to everybody, all right, calculate this.
Yeah. You were doing math. Now you have to do different math.
Now you have to quickly switch up your calculations, which
It's hard for people.
is decent time pressure.
Yeah.
Now these are 60 seconds, right?
Oh, yeah,
Time looks
I would assume
fast.
so. You couldn't possibly get away with 30 on
I've
these
been-
settings. It would just be a
I've been playing
disaster.
too much. I've been playing too much 30-second stuff, so both 60 and 90 look super slow to me on the turn timer bar at the top these
Hey,
days.
thank you for the raid, Olive. Thanks, man. Hope you had a good stream, buddy.
Welcome in, everybody. We are almost at the next potential
Yeah,
turn
we're
of
in
action.
the post game now. This is overtime. Stalemate con, 60% run. Takes it home.
Okay, I'll see if Sea Monster has a set or not. He does not. Okay. So not only does that Australia portal open up with the 3 extra territories, now the potential pink kill for the intern trade is a possibility. And at this point, you're going super negative on the kill, but the trades are high enough to where that could
And
still
the
be
space
a boost.
created, yeah, can really help
Enough
you
of a
get there.
boost.
Yeah.
Enough of a boost for the 60%.
Oh,
Okay.
Zango tries to bolster
doing his
those
best
3
efforts.
cards.
His
3
best
territories
efforts
in
to
there.
block those
Yeah.
3 territories.
Okay.
And while
All right.
Ooh.
Rivers has a set. And
It's another set.
Zango has a set, rather.
We'll see if that'll matter in the next turn or not. But yeah, he does bolster up that spot a bit. But a 40 stack and a 60 stack isn't too much difference when a 200 plus is blasting through. And that does weaken the South America portal a bit, but there are a lot more troops in that one overall that you'd have to roll through instead of just 2 ones.
Yeah, South America is less attractive in terms of just sheer space.
This whole board is getting pretty choked up here. Where I think there's only 3 ones.
It is wild how much
I don't
how
know,
many
four
troops are on this board.
ones. Those 4 territories are the, I guess, designated card trading areas.
Yeah, well, Trunk and Zango have their spot in Australia. Nobody else can get in.
Yeah. So Tanner's saying good luck under the assumption Zemos is going to try something. 96 takes out 53-31. Okay, he's thinking about it.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh, boy.
okay, here we go. The
All
potential
right.
action.
The action is occurring.
So 60% is what's needed. He's double tapping. Oh, gets bad dice on the double tap. Hits the 50 something that was there, and to
Is he
hit the
trying to kill
31.
Zango?
No, I think he was just trying to get
Or run it?
those 2 territories in there. But the
But
double tap,
He stops because the dice are bad.
the double tap in Australia didn't go, so we
Tanner's
missed
next
those 3
act.
territories.
Does Tanner
Tanner's
have it?
next to act.
Lots more space has been created.
Yeah, no
Go, go,
trade,
go.
but does have a lot of troops.
Yeah, go, go, go. This is absolutely go time.
Okay,
Yes.
clears up Australia.
All right, we see 26. We see 28.
So
Magic
it's on
number
61.
60%. Oh, he
Oh,
misses the
Dice in
Madagascar. Okay. 38
The
now.
game will be ending here.
Yeah, this turn. Okay.
Okay, double taps.
50.
Triple taps. Gets
Made
to
it to 50.
Now,
There we
how the
go.
heck does he get
57. Oh, wow.
7?
Oh,
60.
wow.
That's it.
Tanner
That
pulls it
is it.
off. Ladies and gentlemen. That is the win con right there. He made it to 60%.
That is the Stalemate WinCon success. Your
Congratulations
Season
to
3
Tanner.
Classic Championship winner is Tanner, the one player who did not have a free-for-all tournament win going into this
Now he does.
final here. The underdog, now he has
Now
one
he
under his
does.
belt.
Let's go.
And a major one to
Congratulations,
boot.
Tanner.
Zango shows off a set on 3 of what could have been,
Yes.
but it is now over. Now he's going to take the unofficial real 70, most likely.
Well, you do want that that point on your record, you know.
Of course. Oh man, congrats to Tanner. It has been done.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
A lot
goodness.
of tension, a lot of skill to try and set this up, but
Yeah, well played for everybody to block the board as well as they did.
indeed.
Like, had Sea Monster got better dice on the double tap, we might be celebrating a different player.
As you were saying earlier, right? It is still very much a dice game.
Whether people like it or not.
Indeed. All right, I'm going to send the raid out to Risky Phil because it's always a pleasure of mine to give him some extra eyeballs when he's on. Thank you for co-hosting with me, Arco. That was much
Cheers,
appreciated.
Pete.
Yeah, cheers to you too. Very nice to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been fun.
Okay. And congrats to everyone. Congrats to Sea Monster General Rivers, to Zango, to Trunk, to Grogu, and to our champion Tanner. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here on the stream. Let's all send our love down to Risky Phil. I'm a huge Phil fan through and through. And if you don't know him, please give him a follow and some extra support. I love you folks. We'll see you all tomorrow. Be well, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Arco.